Hello sweet friends, welcome back to my channel. I hope that this video finds you all doing amazing, and I hope each and every one of you are doing very well. In today's video, I am super excited because I'm going to be sharing with you 3 very easy and so beautiful Christmas home decor DIYs, and I cannot wait to show you guys, so let's get started. So for the first DIY, I have here this floral foam circle wreath, and I am going to be using all of these berries that I got from Dollar Tree. I have a mix of 2 different berries. One of them have glitter, as you can see here, and the other one doesn't. I think that that will make a nice little contrast in between once I make the wreath. And you already saw a glimpse of it in the beginning of the video. I absolutely love how this turned out, and it's really turned out how I envisioned it and how I wanted it. So I am super excited for that. And so what I'm going to do with the wreath is I am going to cover it completely with just some brown paper, wrapping it around. I cut some strips of the brown paper and then I just wrap it around the wreath. That way when I put the berries inside, I'm not gonna be seeing that green in the back. I rather have a darker color so that way if something is seen, it's not that ugly green color. So I just wrap it up, cover it up completely, and then I take the berries and I snip them off one by one so I can get more control over where it's being placed into the wreath. And since this is a floral foam wreath, I am going to stick them right inside of the floral foam, just poking it right through the paper. And I am going to place a little dot of hot glue onto each end of the floral stem as well before I stick it in, because I do want to make sure that it's not just stuck in the floral foam, but it's really stuck with the glue and is not going anywhere. So I'm going to place little dots of hot glue on each one, stick them down in there, and I'm going to create a sort of way that all of the berries are going to go. I want it to all sway in one direction. I don't want them to be all over the place. I want them to sway in one direction. So I'm just going to place them going all in the same direction all around until I complete the whole wreath. And you guys, I am so sorry if I sound stuffy. I have been suffering with my allergies. I get really bad allergies, and so that is why I sound a little bit stuffy. I just wanted to let you guys know because I usually, I sound fine, and I just been having trouble with my allergies, so that's about it. But you guys, how have you been doing? I love to hear from you guys, and I love to hear your feedback on my DIYs. Do leave me comments and let me know what you think of them and how you would have done it or stuff like that. I like to hear everything, and I just love to get feedback from you guys, and I love to hear from you. So leave me a comment down below, and I always do write back, and I do leave a like. I try to communicate with you guys and write back and stuff like that, and I always do, and I always will. So leave me a comment down below. And yeah, so as you can see here, I am swaying them going one way all around the wreath, and I just think it would look better that way instead of just placing them. And since they are berries, they're gonna look a bit crazy if you just place them anywhere. So I just go all around the wreath, and it's super easy. Then once I get all of those berries on there, which were the ones without the glitter, I'm going to go in with the ones that have the glitter, and I'm going to stick them in here and there just to give it, like I said, a bit of contrast and a different texture between the two. So I'm just going to place them wherever I think it needs to go visually. And that is about it, guys. I am going to also place some greenery that came with the berries. I'm going to place all of the greenery all behind and where the brown paper is so we can cover as much of that up. And that is it for this wreath, you guys. This one is so beautiful. I really love how this turned out. I love how it's just all red berries and then that pop of green. It's so beautiful and I love it. And let me know what you think of this DIY, guys. Let me know if this is your type of wreath and do you like it? Let me know in the comments below. And all I did with the leaves was I took some hot glue and I just stuck them down onto the brown paper and just try to cover up as much of that as I could. Okay guys, for this next DIY, I have here this little I don't know what it is, wall hanging. It has two hangers in the back. I don't know what it would be used for with these small little shelves. Maybe, I don't know, to place little figurines or something like that. But that is what I am going to do. I am going to make a window scene as if you were looking out your window and you can see these things happening outside in the wintertime in the snowy season. So what I'm going to do to start off is I am going to tape off all of the edges where the squares are, because I am going to paint those squares that are inside white. And you'll soon see though that I later on end up painting the edges around the square white as well, because I thought that it'll give it more of a 3D-ish look and more realistic look. So instead of just painting the squares, which was down inside, I ended up painting the entire thing, the square and the sides all around it. And I ended up liking that way more. So as you can see, I start to take the tape off and then I end up looking at it and I felt like something was missing, like the white was too it was too subtle for the way I wanted it to look. But I ended up taking the tape off and then I go and I take some black paint and I am going to distress all around the window frame, because I wanted to look really worn and distressed and like old paint chipping in a window, and I wanted it to be black, so that's why I chose that color. But obviously you can choose whatever color of your choice. So I am gonna distress it just as you see me here, and I'm really gonna try to focus on the edges where the sharp edges are of each square, because I feel like that's where paint would be the most on. If it were to chip, it'll be, you know, how chip paints, it tends to stay stuck on corners and stuff like that. So I'm gonna make sure that that's really nice and not so distressed, but everything else is gonna be like really nicely distressed. And I really love how that looks. It really looks like a old window, and I love how it's turning out. So once I'm done with the distressing, that's when I decided to paint the inside of the each square box with the white color as well. So I just went in with the same white color and I just taped off the outer frame of the window, and I just painted the whole entire square. And I did give each one about 2 to 3 coats of paint, because it did not want to cover it really well since this is wood. So I wanted it to be really nice and white. So I gave it 2 to 3 coats of paint until I saw it was good. And I don't know about you, but you can see just how better it looks with the whole entire square painted. And now I am going to make little scenes using these miniature figurines that you can get at Dollar Tree. These are super cute for when you are doing like a little town scene, mini house scene for Christmas. And so I picked a couple packs up, and they have different ones in each pack. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to set up how I like them in each window so that it almost looks like when you're looking out the window you would see these things. And it is so fun, and I really love how this turned out. It is just super cute and I really love this DIY. I ended up not using one of the little figurines because the bottom rounded part was overlapping out of the window, and that wouldn't look realistic, so I didn't use that one. But all I did was set up how I liked it, and I just simply hot glued each piece down to the window. And I know from this angle it is hard to see, but this is the only way that I can place them down with the hot glue so that I know where they are being placed. But all I'm doing is placing hot glue on each piece and then just placing them down. Once I have all of them down there, I go in with some of these little white glittery berries that were from a Dollar Tree pick, and I glue them down to one of the little scenes as if it is a pile of snowballs, because he is throwing a snowball, so I thought that would be cute. And then for the last step, I am going to dress up this window using some greenery, just as you would for the holidays inside your home. Maybe you would dress up your window with some greenery and berries. So that is what I'm going to do, just hot gluing the greenery down to the bottom of the window. And then I'm going to add a little bit of berries to the center as well. And that completes this DIY, you guys. This is so cute, and I love how this turned out, you guys. It's just so unique and so super adorable, and I just love it. Let me know what you think of this DIY, if it's something that you would try, and let me know if you like it down below in the comments. I would love to hear what you guys think. And that is it for this DIY, you guys. So simple and such a nice way to upcycle a thrift store find. Alright friends, for this final DIY, I have here this little wooden house that you can find at Dollar Tree, and I just taped off the inside edges so that way I can give it a nice coat of white paint. And I do end up giving it 3 coats so it can cover those lines up really well. And I do use my blow dryer so I can speed up that drying process. Once that is nicely dried, I am going to peel off the tape, the most satisfying part, to reveal those nice clean edges. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this pack that I got from Target Dollar Spot. I found these so cute and I knew I had to pick them up. I picked up 2 of them. I think they had 3 different little decor scenes that you can prop up on your like tier tray or something like that. But I wanted to make a little scene in this house. How cute is this little pack, you guys? And so there's this one and there's 2 other ones as I mentioned, and I am going to use this one for this sign. And all I'm going to do is simply hot glue them down into there how I like. And I am going to remove that hanger that is on the ski lift, and then I am just going to play with it for a little bit, see how I want the pieces to go. Once I have them where I like, I am just going to hot glue them down. And you have a beautiful little scene. I think it is so adorable with the little skis and sign and the ski lift. It's super adorable. Once I have all of those down there, I am going to dress up the house a little bit with some greenery. I am going to use this glittery greenery that you can get from Dollar Tree right now. It has these really pretty glittery, I don't know if they're supposed to be snowballs or berries, but they are really pretty. I am going to hot glue them down to either side, and then I am just going to add some extra of those little white little berries onto the center of the house. And that is it for this DIY. This one came together so super quick, but it is so pretty and adorable, and I really love how this one turned out. And that is it for today's video, my friends. I hope that you liked today's DIYs. If you did, don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up. That really does help me out and help out my channel. Please do give this video a thumbs up if you liked it, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button also. It is completely free, you guys, to hit that subscribe button, and it is just a nice way to give back and It does help out my channel as well, and I would love to have you be part of my little family. And I hope to see you all on my next video. Please do leave a comment down below on which one was your favorite from today, and I will see you all on the next one. Bye.